Welcome, everybody. How is everyone today? Mm, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Welcome. So, my name is Jackson. Um, I am from the United States of America, but I live in Colombia. I live in Medellin, Colombia, and I am an English teacher. Today, we're gonna spend the next 40 minutes talking about personal information. So, what is personal information? Personal information is things that we ask others about themselves or that people ask about us. For example, I am from the United States of America. I'm from Georgia. That's something personal. Something else is you can ask questions about family. For example, uh, who is your mother? Who is your father? Do you live with your mother? Do you live with your father? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Or how many siblings? Otra palabra, it's that. How many siblings? In Spanish, I know, for example, we say hermanos. ¿Cuántos hermanos tiene? But in English, we don't say hermanos like the word in English, like brothers. We don't say brothers because in English we have words that are the feminine and the masculine. So if we want to ask how many, hermanos somebody has, we say siblings. How many siblings do you have? How many siblings do you have? That's the most common way we say that. Um, but yes, other questions are like, um, how many cousins do you have? Primos. I know in Spanish we also have primos y primas, but in English we have a neutral word which is called cousins. Um, and then if we want to say cuántos ni sobrinos or sobrinas, we have words that are the feminine and the masculine, similar to Spanish. So we have nephews, which is sobrinos. We have nieces, which is sobrinas. Okay, important point. So we can ask questions about the family. You know, how do you answer questions like this? For example, do you live with your parents? Okay. Yes, I do live with my parents, mis padres, my parents. Otra palabra, neutro, which is another word that is neutral. Parents. And it's the plural. It's the plural um, of the word parent. Parent is singular. So how do I answer this question? Do you live with your parents? I can say no, yo no vivo con mis padres. Okay. Or yes, I live with my parents. Okay. I don't live with my parents. I do not. Um, so yes. I don't live with my parents. Um, because I live in Colombia. So I don't live there with them. Um, I visit my mom. How about that? Yo visito a mi mamá. I visit my mom because my mom is the only parent I have. La única padre que tengo. Um, so yes. How many brothers and sisters do I have, or how many siblings? If you want to make it simpler, So siblings is the neutral word, like I told you. So that's like, let me say siblings. So I have three sisters. I have three sisters. And I have one adopted brother. So I have one brother. So yes. I have cousins. I have cousins. I have how many cousins do I have? I have one, two, three, four. Oof, I have tons of them. I have at least 15 cousins. Half of them are girls and half of them are boys. Um, because I have about like six aunts and seven uncles or something like that. I don't um so I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know how many cousins I have. So I don't know how many. Other questions, for example, where do you live or where are you from? So when we say donde nací, that's where were you born or where were you born? Then we have where are you from or where do you live? That's different. So I can say I'm from Colombia. Okay, I am from Colombia. Um, uh, I'm from Colombia, but I was born in the States. Um, I was born in the States, but I live in Colombia. So I'm from Colombia because I live here. It just depends. You have to be careful with your words. So yeah. Another thing is, how old are you? ¿Cuántos años tiene? That's easy as well. For example, it's super easy. How old are you? So you can say, I am 27 years old because that's how old I am. 27 años. Look at this. I got this thing up already. I'm going to show you guys. Look at this. There it goes. What is your name? You know, nombres. What is your name? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? My name is Jackson. Okay. What is your surname or last name? It's common to say last name, not surname in English because surname, no soy casi dormido. My surname, last name is. Do you have a nickname? Nickname is it's like what people call you. What people call you. So for example, I don't have a nickname. I had a nickname growing up. Nickname growing up. So my nickname was Alec because my name is Alaric. And other people have given me other nicknames like Jack or Alarico because Alaric is is the English version of Alarico. It's from Spain. Is there? And you can also say I don't have one. No tengo. I don't have one. Work and occupation. What do you do? So you could answer this. You'd say I am a what? Student, or I am a teacher, or I am a engineer. I'm an engineer. I am a doctor or a chef, you know, cocinero. I am a chef. You can ask, where do you work? ¿Dónde trabajas? So you can say, I work at the university, or I work in, let's say, the United States. I work at home. It's a lot of people work from home, so I can say I work from home or I work at home. Another thing. Um, so you have to really work well when you answer the question. So using prepositions is really important. You can ask the question, do you like your job? Do you like your job? No. You can say no. No, you don't like your job. Or yes, I do like my job. Why do you like your job? ¿Por qué? Okay. I like my job because me gusta mi trabajo porque por esto. So yes. Marital status. You can ask people if they're married or they're single. If they have a boyfriend or girlfriend, so you can say, are you married? And you can say, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Are you single? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I can have a girlfriend. I could be married or not. The next thing is, do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Yes, I do. No, I don't. It's similar to the other one, to married or single, but when you ask a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're using the auxiliary do or don't. So the auxiliary. So you have to use, when you're answering this, the other auxiliary, which is do or don't. After this, you want to do family. Like I was telling you, you can ask about your brothers and sisters, your parents, how many cousins you have, things like that. You can say, yes, I have children. Do you have children? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay. Um, what are their names? ¿Cuáles son sus nombres? What are their names? So you can say their names are, or my son's name is, or my daughter's name is. Or other one is, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Like I told you, how many siblings? I have 7 brothers or 6 sisters. You can say it like that. Um, Something else is this, is how old are you? Age, I'm 27. When is your birthday? What is your address? My address is, phone number. Mi número es, my phone number is. Thank you. What is your phone number? What is your cell phone number? So the phone number and the cell phones are two different things. Phone number is the house phone, es teléfono de la casa. Cell phone is el celular. So you can say the same, my cell phone is. Do you live with your parents? ¿Tú vives con tus padres? Do you live alone? ¿Tú vives solo? Who do you live with? ¿Con quién vives? Do you live in a house or an apartment? I live in an apartment or house. What is your email address? ¿Cuál es tu correo? Next is free time activities. What do you do in your free time? In my free time, I like to play ball. What are your hobbies? ¿Cuáles tus pasatiempos? What type of music do you like? I like all music, or I like jazz music. Do you have a favorite singer or group? Okay. What type of movies do you like? I like these types of movies. Do you like to read? ¿Te gusta leer? And what do you like to read? Okay. After this, you can do habits. Do you have any bad habits? Okay. Any malas hábitos? Hábitos malos. Or buenos, or hábitos buenos también. So you can ask personal questions like habits, like do you snore? Do you play video games? Do you smoke? So habits. Other personal information. What is your favorite food? ¿Cuál es tu comida favorito? Is there any food that you do not like? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? Why do you want to learn English? What languages do you speak? Do you have any pets? What are their names? What sports do you like? Do you have a favorite team? What is something you do well? What is something you do not do well in? Okay. Are you romantic? ¿Está romántico? Do you have tattoos or tatuajes? Can you describe yourself using only 2 words? What makes you happy?
Hola, hola chicos, saludos, ¿cómo están? Qué pena, teacher Jackson, por interrumpirte. Por favor, los niños de 5 años, esa actividad que nosotros realizamos para ustedes, actividad gratuita, la hicimos con el propósito de que ustedes pudieran aprender inglés. Y al parecer entraron niños de 3 años o al parecer entraron niños de 5 años a las clases. En la publicidad se dijo que era para mayores de edad. No creo que una persona mayor de edad se ponga a hacer estos dibujos, así que por favor van a respetar la clase o si salen de la clase, sencillamente podemos eliminarlos de acá, realmente podemos eliminarlos de la sala de Zoom. Así que realmente esperamos que respeten al profesor Jackson, que respeten la clase, que respeten a sus compañeros, que respeten a las personas que están acá con ustedes y los niños de 3 años, que realmente no creo que un niño de 3 o 5 años haga eso. Tampoco creo que un adulto de más de 18 años o una persona adulta haga eso, pero realmente le pedimos que se salgan o si no vamos a estarlos eliminando uno a uno. Listo, porque realmente el teacher Jackson no ha podido hacer nada debido a a los niñatos, ¿vale? Entonces voy a darle otra vez la voz al teacher. Qué pena, profe, por interrumpirte. Ahora sí voy a darte la voz de nuevo y voy a estar pendiente para eliminar a las personas que hagan estos dibujitos. Yo creo que son artistas que deberían pintar en un lienzo, no en la clase del teacher Jackson.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anyways, so those are different types of questions that we can use in class, okay? So when we're asking questions, we use the WH questions, like what, when, where, why, which, how, things like that, the WH questions. So when we ask questions, we have to do it like that, personal information. So for example, basic activity. Let's look at this right now. Let's take about, let me say, 10 minutes. If somebody wants to ask me a question, si alguien quiere darme una pregunta, pregúntame algo personal, yo puedo contestar. I can answer it. I will say the question and I'll answer it. So write in the chat and I will take your questions, personal questions, and I'll show you how to do it. ¿Quién tienes preguntas personales? Como cuántos años tengo y cosas así. So who wants to ask me questions? Okay, where do you live? Okay, where do you live? I live in Medellin. I live in Medellin, Antioquia, in Colombia. Okay. What is your favorite country? Okay, my favorite country is Colombia. Am I married? I am not married. I do not have a wife, but I am talking to somebody. How old are you? I am 27 years old. Mire cómo estoy haciendo la pregunta y cómo estoy respondiendo. Como I am. Entonces, en español es yo tengo, no sí, es yo tengo. I am, no, not yo tengo. Yo soy. I am. No, yo tengo. I have. No, we don't say in English, I have 27 years old. I am. Where did I learn Spanish? Okay. I learned Spanish in Colombia. Yo aprendí en Colombia. Do I have children? I do not have children. I'm only 27 years old, not even married. Which neighborhood do I live in? I live in San Javier neighborhood in Medellin. Do I have pets? I do not have pets. Am I married? I am not married. I am not married. What is my favorite food? Or what is your favorite food? Cuando quieres preguntar a otra persona cuál es su comida favorito, you say, what is your favorite food? Not what is his, what is hers, because if you're asking me, si me está preguntándome, si me preguntas, it's what is your favorite food? My favorite food is patacones. My favorite food is patacones. Let me look at the other questions. What is my, I already did that. Yes, I live in Colombia. I live in Medellin, yes. What is my profession? My profession is a teacher. I am a teacher. I teach English. Okay. What is that question? Oh, what do I like about Colombia? I like the culture and the people and the food. I like the food. What is my favorite city in Colombia? My favorite city in Colombia is in Urabá, which is Apataro. That's my favorite city. How long have I been in Colombia? I have been in Colombia for 4 years. What is my favorite hobby? My favorite hobby is, what is my favorite hobby? I like to read. My favorite hobby is to read. My favorite hobby is that. Other questions. Where did I live in my native country? So when we want to say mi país nativo, or en tu país nativo, we say your native country. I lived in Georgia. It's near to Florida. Do I like animals? I do like animals. What is my favorite sport? When you want to ask what is your favorite sport, you say what is your favorite sport? Because we're using the your, the pronoun, the possessive adjective, which is a pronoun, and we use is with it, with the singular, with series star. So what is your favorite sport? My favorite sport is wrestling, which is lucha. Okay. What kind of literature do I like? I like, I'm trying to think of what I like. I like Edgar Allan Poe. I like Edgar Allan Poe because he writes stories about death and romance. It's dark, it's oscuro, it's romántico, it's sobre el muerte, la muerte. And so I really like it. What is my favorite song? For example, my favorite song is um Bajo el Agua, Manuel Medrano. That Colombiano, he's Colombian, he's costeño. I've already answered that question. Who do I live with? I live with nobody. I live alone. I have no family. I have no really hardly. I have friends, but they don't live in the city. But I don't live with anybody. Why did I decide to live in Colombia? I decided to live in Colombia. I decided to live in Colombia because I wanted to be a missionary because I'm a pastor. Um, and so I live here. So I'm here because of that. Um, anyways, okay, no more questions. Now I'm gonna discuss tricks to learning English. Um, tricks to learning English. Anybody have a question? Well, I can take a question about tricks. So for example, to learning English, first we have to get rid of the idea, dejar esta idea que no podemos aprender sin un nativo. I mean, like we do need a native, but we don't. Like I know tons of people who've learned English without a native teacher. You don't, I mean, if you build up these ideas that you can't learn English without help, it kind of obstructs you. Now it does help. I'm having a teacher helps. A lot of people can't learn without a teacher. We need a teacher, but a lot of people don't learn with teachers. They learn with practice. That's the first thing. We need to practice. Okay. We need to be like children, como los niños. So when we're like children, you know, how do children learn a language? I mean, like a baby doesn't come out speaking Spanish or English. I mean, like a baby doesn't speak anything. No habla nada. It's un bebé. Doesn't have the capacity to speak. How do they learn? They listen, escuchan. They practice it when they're a little bit older. Um, and so they have the ability from their parents. They it's the nature nurture psychology. Like when we practice when people talk about nature and nurture, it's where we learn from our environment and then something that we've already innately knew, like something we're born with. But language, we're not born with language. No nací con el lenguaje. No? It's what we learn from. So it's from nature. So not nature, from nurture. So the parents teach the children how to speak. That's how we have to do it. We have to get rid of everything that we know about language. It's best to learn language without translation. Sin traducir. Because when we're translating, our brains work twice as much as our normal brain would if we're just learning the language firsthand. Like we have no knowledge because we learn what something is. For example, this, what do we know what this is? In Spanish, it's libro, but in English, it's book. How would you know it's book if I don't show you? So like I want to teach you the word. I show you the word. Yo necesito mostrar la cosa para que tú entiendes qué es. So like I have to show you what this is. Book. You repeat with me. Book. So you know that this is a book because I repeat book. Libro. You know, you can associate. That's how parents taught their children. They associated the word. They associated the word with the object. It's what they teach in elementary school with children. They associate colors, animals, objects, places. They just say, okay, this is Medellin. They show a picture of Medellin and they, oh, Medellin, that's what it's called, Medellin. So yes, that's what it's like. Um, so yes. What else? What other thing can I say? when it comes to the practice, you need to immerse yourself, like, como poner sí mismo en el lenguaje. And how do you do that? Watch movies, ver películas, listen to music, okay? Listen to music. Speak to people in English. You need to practice. Bueno, yo puedo traducir, Gloria. Necesitas practicar. Poner sí mismo en el lenguaje. Entonces, ¿qué significa eso? Ver películas, escucha música, hablar con gente quien habla en el lenguaje, practicar el lenguaje. Yo sé que en Colombia es muy duro, o en otros países, México, Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, cosas aquí. Entonces, todos es muy duro porque no hay como casi americanos o otras personas que hablan inglés, pero sí hay, pero no como un gran población, okay? There aren't a lot of American population in Colombia or other countries in Mexico and stuff like that. You can find them visiting, and the best thing to do is go up to them and talk to them. Y hablar con ellos cuando tú mires en la calle y practicar su lenguaje con ellos. Es bien porque los americanos casi no hablan español. Sí, algunos sí, pero no todos. Not everybody does. So sí. Entonces, a ellos les gusta hablar con gente en español porque si tú hablas inglés, eso ayuda a ellos más para encontrar otras cosas. Por ejemplo, para pedir dónde está un restaurante. Where is a good restaurant? ¿Dónde está un restaurante bueno? ¿Dónde podemos comer bien rico? ¿Tú sabes? Where can we eat really good food? They would ask it in English. Where can I go eat at a nice restaurant? And you can say, there's a nice restaurant over there, or there, or there. So practicing, that's something that I would advise, is to practice listening, reading, watching, speaking, so escuchando, hablando, escribiendo, leyendo. Hay libros que tú puedes leer en inglés. You can read books in English. So yes. Preguntas. ¿Quién tienes preguntas? Who has questions? How to get a native accent. ¿Cómo podemos tener un acento nativo? Depende. Series of movies can be seen in English with Spanish. What is the best way to learn and understand? Okay. To get a native accent, you need to practice the phonetics, the fonéticas, of the sounds, depending on where. Depende donde. Si quiere americano, you need to listen to American phonetics, los fonéticos americanos. If you want to learn British, británico, you need to study the British phonetics. Hay un canal in YouTube, there's a channel on YouTube called American Sounds, Sonidos Americanos, and it has the channel, el canal tiene todos los sonidos americanos, phonetics, okay? So yes, it's a good channel, es un buen canal. Movies, películas, subtítulos. The best way to learn English using movies, mejor manera de aprender inglés con las películas, es esto. Pone el audio, put the audio in English, inglés, and the subtitles in Spanish, en el primero vez, o en inglés si quieres leer en inglés también, inglés o español. When you trust yourself, cuando confía en sí mismo, a entender más, what this means is that you need to change it, cambiar como tiene los subtítulos. If you want to continue with Spanish, you can, but cambia a inglés para leer y sabe cuáles son las palabras. That's how you can learn English by movies. How about this? Let me check. El canal is American Sounds. American Sounds is the American Sounds. I'll send it to you now. That's the title of the canal de YouTube. Okay. Other question is, how long does it take to learn English? Eso depende con ustedes. That depends on you guys. Depende con todo. ¿Cuánto tiempo demora para aprender inglés? Depende. It can take 6 months. It can take a year, 6 meses, un año, 2 años, 6 años. If you want to be perfect in English, speaking in English, 6 years, 6 años is a casi maximum. If you practice and you study, okay? If you study, you practice. That is how. But you can learn it in 6 months. Tú puedes aprender un idioma en 6 meses si quieres. Yo aprendí español en 6 meses. I learned it in 6 months. After 6 months, I learned how to communicate and to study. Yo comunicar y estudiar en español. So that's what I do. So taking the time to practice. But it just depends on you. Depende con todos. What else? What other question is there? Let me see. It is very different, the accent in American and British speakers. American accents, los americanos, we use the sounds like water, que es agua, water, brother, sister, mother, brother. Entonces, usamos el r, r, or, en estos sonidos de R. Estos the R sounds, but in británico no hay. They don't pronounce the R's. They say wata, brata, sister, mother, father. So the accents are different. Los acentos sí son diferentes. The American sounds are very easy. Los sonidos americanos son más sencillos porque es más perezoso. It's lazier. Literally, American sounds are very lazy and they're easy. Son fáciles, sencillos y perezosos. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So yes, costeñol. Sí, yo hablo costeño. No preocupes. What else? What other questions about English? For example, you don't need to go to another country. No necesito ir a otro país para aprender inglés. You don't need to. You can learn it right in your own country. That's the beauty of virtual classes. Eso es la belleza de las clases virtuales que están en línea. Como esto, como Languz English, Languz English Academy. It's virtual. You can learn from your house, from American speakers, de los americanos, de los británicos, de cualquier nativo, from the natives. So you can get the practice in. I know that I have classes, yo tengo clases en Languz, and I focus a lot on the pronunciation, the practice, of the English language. So la práctica, pronunciación, eso es mi enfoque. Es que ustedes escuchan, practicar, participar, you guys participate in the class. That's what I do in my classes. So that's how it is, okay? But yes. Entonces, necesitamos practicar en cualquier manera. Hay bastante maneras de aprender inglés. There's so many manners. And it's not complicated anymore. Antes el internet, before the internet, necesitamos aprender de un profesor nativo como ya en nuestro país, o necesitamos ir a estudiar a otro país, pero no necesitamos ahora. But it is good immersion of the English language when we're learning, for example. Si tú quieres estudiar inglés más rápido, sí, estudia en otro país. Si tienes la plata, if you have the money, study in other countries. But if you don't, find a local English school, because there are English schools with native speakers. Hay escuelas de inglés locales. Pero sí, la inmersión ayuda mucho. Si quieres aprender inglés en Estados Unidos, eso ayuda mucho, 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 porque tú puedes aprender, tú necesitan practicar todo el tiempo en inglés, hablando, leyendo, estudiando, todo eso es como yo aprendí español. That's how I learned Spanish. I took the time to come to Colombia, 4 años, practicando solo en español. Inglés no, español, aprendiendo. So I learned Spanish in La Costa. Yo aprendí español en La Costa. So that's where I learned Spanish. So that's the same thing with English. You can do that. But yes. Now, why do I live in Colombia? Yo vivo en Colombia. ¿Por qué yo vivo en Colombia? I live in Colombia because I like Colombia. Me gusta Colombia. I like it. I like it. No. I did not eat donkey. Yo no come borra. No. My favorite movie is, I would say, what is my favorite movie? Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. It's about a man who is mentally handicapped. Es un hombre que tiene una discapacidad. Es una película triste de amor y cosas así. So it's about that. My favorite book, mi libro favorito is, I don't know what my favorite book is. My favorite book, well, actually I do. My favorite book would have to be by Edgar Allan Poe. It's called The Raven. It's mi libro favorito. Because the book is about the man's, Edgar Allan Poe's dead fiance, sobre la novia de él que murió en el pasado, y sobre la muerta, el muerte, cosas así. But yes, anyways, vamos a terminar entonces, ¿sí? Otras preguntas con inglés. How am I? Tengo 27 años. I'm 27. You like the Susan? Okay. See too. Okay. Anyways, I think that's all. Las cosas personales, preguntas personales, yo puedo mandar a ustedes este tipo de preguntas en este link. Dame un momento. Everyone in meeting. Ok, eso es el link de las preguntas personales para que ustedes puedan practicar. Tenemos otra clase mañana. We have another class tomorrow. So what we can do for tomorrow is, trying to think, because there's a lot of people. Podemos tener una actividad. El link está aquí. Estoy mandando otra vez. Ok, everyone in chat. Aquí es el link. Pues mira otra vez. Sí, es en YouTube. Ok, bueno, vamos a terminar entonces. I hope that you guys come in tomorrow as well, and then the next day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Gracias por la clase. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Vernos mañana. Okay? Eso es todo. Eso es todo por hoy. See you later. You're very welcome. No tengo cara de sueño, es que No tengo cara de sueño. No sé quién dijo eso, pero I'm not tired. Yes. Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.